musical memories of Dec?
Oh my God, probably my dad whistling badly in the kitchen, and my mum singing Beatles songs really, really badly. So much so that when I finally got around to hearing the songs, I didn't realise that those were the songs that she was singing. I thought she was singing some weird Indian or Irish music.
Yeah.
But no, she was singing the Beatles.
What about your first ever gig? Do you remember your first ever gig?
Oh my God. Well, it depends what you mean, because, well, I do remember singing Fireball XL5 when I was about 4 or something. Probably still remember the words. I wish I knew the chords, because I could probably play that. Yeah, so for somebody's, birthday or something, they said, Dec's going to sing a song, and I hadn't even been warned about it. Yeah. And that just happened to be my song at the time. I think it might be my song again now. You've just reminded, you've just evoked. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Definitely, we will.
Right, okay.
If any of the lads don't agree, they're fired.
Right, that's okay then.
So
yeah, I shall. When I come down and hear you next, I shall expect Fireball. I'll have a banner up. Fireball.
Well, I think we might actually get, because we're supposed to be a prog rock band according to Andy O'Hare. Well, maybe we do a concept and we Joe 90.
Yeah.
All the Jerry Anderson things done
the bass. Yes. There you talk.
Excellent.
His ideas coming out here.
Yeah. We'll credit you, don't worry, Dave.
Okay, right, you're on there.
Yeah.
What's the best gig you've done so far then?
Oh God, well there's different things about different gigs. Like the highest paying gig was the worst audience ever. The rudest, nastiest. I was having a go at them in the end.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a name and shame where that was?
Oh, it was a rugby club.
Oh dear.
And I couldn't possibly say where it is, but they paid us a huge amount of money, and I thought we played really well, but it was a very, very rude, hostile audience. Not your typical rugby players, I would have thought, but I'm sure, it hasn't put us off playing rugby clubs, and the money kind of made up for the rudeness of the audience, but I don't think, they did actually want us back, but we haven't been in touch yet. The best audience, or one of the best, I can't say best audience, can I? Because every audience otherwise I think has been pretty lovely, to be honest. But one of the most kind of Wembley moments that we had was at the Worcester Beer Festival in 2010. Cool. And the audience there, we were in this big marquee, and the audience there, they were very nice when we played our own stuff. But then when we went into the covers, the place just went mental. And it was that, seeing the whole crowd pogoing and people just flooding in from outside. It would have been nice if they'd done that for our music, but I suppose when we hear something we recognise, we respond to it. So and I was being asked for my autograph, which is a bit mad, really. I don't know who they thought I was. One of the write-ups said something about me being a cross between Meat Loaf and Alice Cooper, which I liked the Alice Cooper bit. Not sure about the Meat Loaf bit. But,
did you have a snake?
I did have a big rubber snake, in fairness.
Yeah, that would be it then.
So that was where the Alice Cooper thing came.
What were you signing? Was it CDs or booklets or breasts?
You're not allowed to say that sort of thing.
We didn't have you on air then. Do you want to say it again?
There you are.
What was I signing? I wasn't signing body parts, but just I don't know, ticket programs and stuff about beer. There was some leaflet about beer that some very nice young lady handed me and said, "Would I sign it?" And I said, "But I'm not famous or anything." And she said, "I don't care." So I signed it.
Wow.
Anyway,
You've probably got it waiting there when you are famous.
Yeah.
It's probably framed.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. And God, I should have charged her, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, if you want Dec to sign your broken leg cast tonight, then give us a buzz up in the studio. I'm sure he will.
I will.
Would the worst gig be that one you were just on about, the rugby club, or can you better that one?
Well, we played a village back and beyond one time, and again they'd heard a bit about us and they'd invited us down. We thought, it'd be a good crowd. and they just ignored us.
Oh,
I mean,
horrible.
yeah, which in a way maybe was worse than, because the rugby lot were like throwing stuff at us and shouting at us, which I thought, well, at least they're noticing us.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we played the Back of Beyond, which is actually one of my favourite villages, but I can't name and shame it. I'll give you a clue. It's got a model village in it.
Oh,
and
is it Cotswolds?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't think we should name and shame it. We kind of hope that maybe if they hear this, maybe they'll learn the error of their ways and then ask us back. So yeah, that was probably in many ways the worst, because being ignored is even worse than being shouted at and stuff. I think. Anyway, I quite enjoyed that aggressive audience. I kind of brought out. I kind of manned up. I had all these rugby players in front of me, and I said, no, you're like a cricket club, you lot. This is pathetic. So,
I'm sure that went down well.
it did, but I can give as good, if not better, than I get. We made it out alive.
Yeah. What's the best heckle you've ever had?
No, well, I can't remember the best. Let me think about that one. But the best heckle I ever gave was, or the one I can remember right now. And I can't name the band.
No.
But they were playing at the Railway in Evesham, and I thought I'd check them out. And in fact, their drummer. Oh God, I hope he's not listening. He was our first drummer.
Right.
And unfortunately, he had to go after quite a short time. But he found a home in this other band, for want of a better word to describe them. And the lead singer of that band thought he'd talk a bit about the next number they were going to do. And he was I think he was going to try and say that it was an interesting rhythm or something. But he just said, "Are there any drummers in the audience?" And quick as a flash, I just started, "Are there any drummers in the band?" And it didn't. Well, it went down great with all the people in the audience, but I felt that.
Has he spoken to you since?
No, he's driven at me.
Yeah.
I was on the pavement, but I'm still here. Several other people that were there that night aren't. But,
are you an audience watcher when you're playing? Do you take note of the audience?
Oh, God, yeah. Because I've always felt that it's the audience that make the show. It's nothing to do with us. And basically, if it's a great show, it's down to them. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So God, I'm always extremely grateful to people in these days. I mean, it was different. It was different back in the 60s days, when there was no internet. There was not everyone had a telly back then, or an inside loo, and I don't know what that's got to do with people coming. Maybe they came to the pub to use the loo, and the bands just happened to be on. But people, live audience had such a more vast audience then, before everyone was on their Xboxes and on Facebook and stuff. And so I'm always eternally grateful to people for actually taking the trouble to get out and leave the comfort of their homes and come and see not just us but any band. I think it's really important. So, and I hope, certainly it seems in Worcester and Malvern that there's a thriving scene, and there's a thriving audience as well. So long may that continue. Really, I hope. I'm kind of hoping that at some point. People will kind of realise that actually it's probably a much better evening to come out and interact with other human beings rather than... I know they interact on Facebook and stuff, but it's not the same.
It's not. Come outside, for goodness sake, and go and see a band. We've given out you all the list this weekend. Just pick one and go.
Absolutely.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
Time for another?
Yeah. Let me have another swig of this.
How's the voice holding up, by the way?
Well, I think I'll let you be the judge of that. It's there's probably going to be a few suspect notes, a few of those tonight. Yeah, I might even incorporate them into the songs. So I'm going to do. Oh my God, I'm going to do another. I'll try and do something not about relationships.
Really?
But no, I was going to say I will try, but not yet. Sorry. So this is This is another one about, I think, not only, I feel like I'm in the psychiatrist's chair tonight, because not only have you evoked that childhood memory of singing Fireball XL5, but you've made me realise just asking me about songs. No one's ever asked me before. And I've started to realise there's a theme. There's a theme. It's all about these terrible relationships. So I'm just glad that none of these are about me.
No, of course not.
Or any girls that I've ever been out with.
He says zooming in.
You've got a good zoom in there with that one.
For dramatic effect.
Yeah. For those of you listening at home, Dave's got a camera.
Yes. Yes. I'm glad you put that in. And we'll be telling you where you can check him out actually after this song.
Yeah. Okay. So and I'd like to devote this. Not that it's got anything to do with him. Hopefully, if you listen to the lyrics, hopefully it's got absolutely nothing to do with him. But our newest kid on the block, Andrew Bugsy Cave, has just come on board and started managing us. Because he saw us a few years ago at the Mars Bar, and he thought, hey, there's something good about them, maybe they could do something good. And then he came back a few years later and he thought we'd be on some huge stage in front of millions of people with plasma screens and stuff. And no, we're still playing the same old, I can't say the word, same old rubbish at the same old venues. And so he just said, right, I'm going to start managing you. Only a few weeks ago. Yeah. And he's managed within a few weeks to get us, we're number one apparently in the other alternative rock Reverb Nation chart.
That's impressive.
So and that's all thanks to Andrew.
Has he managed before, or?
He's managed to do lots of things, like he's walked up mountains and stuff. Yeah. And there is a photo of him on the moon at his place.
Really?
At least one of his daughter's friends thought it was him on the moon. Right. That's the youth of today, I'm afraid.
Good old Richard
he was up a mountain. I think it was Snowdon.
Right.
But yeah, so Andrew has just made it his mission to at least get us to the next level, whatever that may be. Yeah. Probably working men's clubs or something, or women's institute. I don't mind really.
The latter's preferable.
Yeah. So here we go. A cheery, cheerful, happy song about relationships. It isn't, and it's called Emotional Morphine.